After dragging my three brothers one by one in the basement, the moment I had longed for finally arrived. They were completely disoriented and tied up with their hands interlocked, leaving only their right hand free. They were fast asleep due to the sedative. I also put muzzles and gags on each of them, securing them to one of the basement's support pillars to prevent them from escaping when they woke up. I calmly sat in a chair facing them, patiently waiting for them to awaken. One by one, they were awakened, and I could see the desperation and fear in their eyes as they realized the situation they were in. Questions about what I was doing began to arise, but I coldly stared at them, waiting for them to recover and regain their full strength. After approximately 2 hours, all three of them were fully awake, restless, and apprehensive. I ordered them to be silent, making it clear that only I would speak. They started swearing and becoming even more agitated, which forced me to start my revenge earlier than planned. Without hesitation, I drew the gun I had stolen from my older brother and shot the knee of the youngest brother, who was the most agitated at that moment. I needed to maintain order and eliminate chaos because nothing could go wrong. That was when they finally realized that I was not joking and that each of their lives was in danger. Silence finally settled in, and I could proceed with my plan. I took one of their cell phones, informed them that I was recording everything, and ordered each of them to confess in detail all the abuses and cowardice they had committed against me since I was just an 11-year-old child. With the evidence recorded, I also forced them to talk about their personal crimes. There was some resistance in this part. Once again, I had to impose my will by threatening to shoot the knee of one of them again. Eventually, they confessed to all the crimes, from abuses to theft and drug trafficking. However, this was far from the end. Naively, they asked if I would release them now that I had the necessary evidence to incriminate them. I fixed a vibrant gaze on them, remaining silent for a few seconds before bursting into loud laughter, perceiving the fear and desperation reflected in their eyes. Still silent, I paced back and forth in front of them, psychologically torturing them, turning quickly to utter words that sent chills down their spines, saying, "There is a chance for everything to end well, but only for one of you. Except for me, only one will leave this basement, this house." Desperation and fear once again took hold of their eyes. I proceeded to reveal that they only had their right hand free and that it had a purpose. Behind each of them was a dagger, and I ordered them to pick it up. They all turned around, and each of them took their dagger. But they were still confused about my desire. One of them apparently understood and began to cry desperately. I ironically questioned with a slight smile on my face if he had already realized what was about to happen. However, I decided to make everything clear to the three of them. I said that they would have to fight each other for their lives, just as they played a stupid game with their fingers in front of me to decide who would abuse me first. Now it was my game, where I decided what was right or wrong, who would stay alive or not. Desperation consumed them, and they refused to start playing my little game, which I was excited to begin. I found this game I created a super fun idea to punish these filthy abusers. Once again, I had to take action.